Welcome to AppBuilderTV.com. How to Freelance for Mobile Developers, Lesson 6. Final Tips. The NDA. If you're taking on contracts and meeting new clients, at some point, one of them is going to ask you to sign an NDA. More or less, an NDA states in writing that you will not talk about and share the info the client is about to tell you. The NDA should be short, 1 to 3 pages. If you find the NDA is longer than this, be careful, because there could be more in there than you bargained for. Make sure you read the entire NDA and ask questions, and be prepared to ask for revisions. At the end of the day, NDAs are really only as good as the people that sign them. Working from home. Working from home and avoiding the daily commute can be fantastic. However, working from home can also be a real challenge. There are a million things at home to distract you, like the phone ringing, kids playing, your significant other. It can be challenging setting up and enforcing boundaries when working from home. Despite this, you need to find times and places where you can get work done with minimal distraction. Having a separate room in your house with a door that shuts can really help. During work times, try to avoid answering the phone or checking your email. Remember, just because it rings doesn't mean you actually have to answer it. Focus. If you want to get really good at something, the only way this is really going to happen is through focus, effort, and time. It can be very easy in the realm of technology to become distracted by the latest technology or fad and lose sight of your main objective. There are many studies that indicate that anyone can become an expert in just about anything, as long as they are willing to invest about 10,000 hours in it. When you jump around and hop from this to that, you constantly reset the clock on your 10,000 hours. Like a laser, once you learn to focus your mind and your energy in one direction, you can cut through steel and accomplish just about anything you set your mind to. Slow times. As I mentioned in previous lessons, there are times when freelancers may go several weeks or even months without a paid contract. When this happens, this is your opportunity to sharpen the sword. If you're not earning, you should be learning, so get busy and start pushing your skills and knowledge to the next level. Is there a personal project that you've been meaning to get to? Now's the time. Been a while since you took a vacation? If finances are in check, go for it. Mental and physical health. You can't work all the time, although some of you out there sure do try. You are not a machine, you are a human being. As a human being, your body and mind require rest and rejuvenation. You need to make sure that you are getting exercise on a daily basis. This could involve a morning walk, yoga, working out, going for a run, going on a hike, riding your bike, or a whole host of other activities. There's overwhelming scientific evidence that shows exercise impacts the brain's ability to function and our mental health significantly. Take breaks, learn to meditate, go on day trips, and get away from things whenever you get a chance. Burnout. Burnout is every bit as much a possibility for the freelancer as it is for the corporate 9-to-5er. When you run at full power for a long time under a lot of stress, eventually something is going to give. If you wake up one day and seriously question why you are even doing this anymore, this could be a warning sign. You may feel like you just don't care anymore and that you've had enough. There is nothing saying that you have to do this for the rest of your life, so this could be a sign that it's time to move on and try something new. Remember, you went down the freelance road for freedom, so if it feels like a prison, it's time to bust out. Endgame. This is going to sound obvious, but as a freelance service provider, you provide services in exchange for revenue. But have you considered that as a freelancer, you have to keep continuously providing services over and over again, and that if you stop, the revenue stops? For many of you, this is okay. You want to be the one constantly doing the work and moving from project to project. However, there may be some of you out there that may want to consider eventually replacing yourselves with employees and building a business. As a business owner, you could assemble a top-notch team to take care of most of the work and concentrate on building your business. Eventually, you could remove yourself entirely. If you're considering this route, I'd highly recommend you check out a book called Built to Sell by John Warrillow. Final words. I hope you have enjoyed this 6-part series on how to freelance for mobile developers. This series represents a great deal of what I've learned through experience over the past decade as a freelance developer. If you found value in what you learned in this series, I now have something to ask of you. Help spread the word. I put this information up there for freelance developers to benefit from, so feel free to tweet out, embed the presentations in your blogs, post links on Facebook and LinkedIn. Anything you can do is greatly appreciated. Oh, and one more thing. Happy freelancing. If you're interested in learning more about how to develop mobile apps, visit appbuildertv.com and get instant access to over 30 free videos today. Also, follow me on Twitter at appbuildertv.